Hi everyone, this is Laura and welcome to my channel. Today I'd like to share two Mother's Day cards that I created showcasing one particular diamond dies die. Now I did use several other dies for my project, but I decided on my channel I would create some Mother's Day cards and try to showcase one particular die for each cards that I decided to make. So if you've been watching my videos, you will know that just recently I posted 3 different cards that I made, but using all the same die, which was the window box die. Today I'm going to showcase the Labels One nesting die, and if you don't know what shape that one is, that's this one right here, and it's 7 in the set, and it is available at the Diamond Dies website. And all the dies happen to be on sale right now, guys. So with my coupon code, which I will leave in the description box below, you'll get an additional 10% off and free shipping for all orders over $35, which is super cool, especially since Mother's Day is here very soon. So get those last minute Mother's Day present, guys, and tell the hubby you deserve it. And speaking of Mother's Day, I just want to take this moment real quick to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mommies out there, whether you're a mommy of fur babies, whether you're a mommy of a group of children that you take care of that may not necessarily be by yours biologically, whether you give love and care and attention to someone other than yourself, which is what my definition of a mom is, someone who can love and nurture and bring positivity in someone else's life and put their needs above their own. That to me is a mom. So happy Mother's Day to all the different mommies in the world. I wish you a very, very, very blessed day. I also used a few of my other sets. I used the fancy flowers. I used the little rosettes. I don't think I used the butterflies this time. Like I said, my main focus was the Labels One die. So guys, how did I come up with this idea for my card? The inspiration actually came from one of the Stampin' Up demonstrators. She created a purse card. Now, I can't draw to save my life, and neither could she, and she did not. She basically her card was very different from mine, but the idea of making a purse and then a card, that's what I ran with. She actually made a card and put a purse on it. I actually made a purse card. So that idea came from this little box right here, which I'm supposed to alter for my daughter. It's a little wooden box that I bought at AC Moore or Michael's. I don't even remember. Can't remember. But what I did was I created a template just tracing out the outside of this here wooden purse. And guys, can I tell you, for those of us out there who cannot draw, never let that stop you, guys. Look around the house, find a shape, trace it out. Even some of the mini albums you may have purchased, whether it's a house mini album, whether it's a flower mini album, whether it's a teapot mini album, take that chipboard piece, get some white cardstock, and start making your own templates. That's what I do all the time. So that's what I did here. I created a little template. Now, the reason I wrote template on this one, because I mean, did I really have to? If I would have had it flat, no. But for this one, I did want to make a template and keep it only because I created an accordion fold or a gusset, whatever you guys call it. Because at some point I may want to make this card again, and I might have a lot more layers than what I have right now, and I wanted to make sure that it fit fine and that it would be able to close. Also, there's another reason why I created that fold, and I'll share that with you in a minute, because it's actually part of the second card. I made 2 cards, a first card and a second card. So let me share with you the first card. This was the first card I created, and this one does not have the gusset. This one is just plain inside. So what I did for this card is I took my porcelain papers by Basic Gray. I took one of my autumn leaf swirls and I stamped it all over with gold, as you can see here. And I embossed it with my Ranger's Gold embossing powders. Then for the corners, I don't know if you guys are getting that here. These are all part of the smallest of the label die set. I just cut all of those out, cut off and rounded the corners, added some distressings, and I did the same thing for the top part right here, as you can see there. I added some buttons to all the corners, and to the front closure I added some gold brads. See that? And these are part of my grandma's vintage buttons. And then to this one I added a flower underneath the button. Now this flower is actually the sunflower die, also by Diamond Dies, which I colored with my gold Bic marker, folded it, and then added the button and the little metal pieces to the top, just to give it some added interest and to make you think twice and go, hey, what the heck is in that button? And the Happy Mother's Day I stamped out also on a Labels One nesting die in gold. And I took my embossing pen and just outlined very lightly the die cut, and then also embossed that with gold embossing powder. Here I stamped my Happy Mother's Day sentiment, and also in gold embossing powders. And on the handles here, as you can see, I distressed with Vintage Photo, and I also added 2 little baby gold brads, which I also cut off the feet off of. And I just wanted them to look like little studs like the pocketbooks sometimes have. And that's that. And then I added some lace and one of my little metal flowers to the center, just for a little extra garnish. And I really love, oh, and guys, a little hint here. When you're going to cut your handles out for your purse, if you were to do this, you want to do the cards, if you're going to use cardstock to make it stronger, or if you want the front and the back to be covered, whatever design papers you use or cards, do all the cutting all at once. This can actually cut through 3 layers of paper. Ask me how I know, because that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. The other way, it was just, I was wasting so much paper, and no matter how much I tried, they wouldn't come out all the same shape and way. One would be a little bit off, and it just drove me bananas. When I cut all 3 layers out at the same time using my washi tape to hold it in place, perfectly, no problems. And then on the inside, I just have, again, I cut, now these papers here, guys, I actually did that freehand. I did a tiny little bit smaller. So what I did was I just traced it out of designer papers, and then I went like 1/8 of an inch beneath my pencil line, and I just cut it just a teeny smidgen smaller, so that it would give that little outline to the card. And here is where I'm going to write my sentiment. Over here is where I have my stamped sentiment. Again, 2 of the Labels One that I nested together. Vintage Photo all over, some stickles. I have some lace here, some lace here. And this card is done. And by the way, the card does measure 5 3/4 by 5 inches. And so this is going to fit really nice in a 6x6 envelope without a problem. And now that I have my little envelope maker, I can make my own envelopes, so I can make shape cards all I want. For this card, now this is why I wanted to share with you why I created the gusset. This card not only leaves room for a gift, this card stands up so that the person can display their Mother's Day card on their desk or wherever they're going to display it. That's why I wanted to create that little accordion fold and gusset. It's a stand-up card and it's a flat card. See? How cute is that? Also, I want to bring your attention to the handles. For this card, the handles, I used my labels one. When I cut it out this way, the long way. See that? That's how I cut that out. That's how I did this one. For this card, I did it this way. And I gave it a shorter handle. So that's another difference that I wanted to share with you with the nesting dies. Even though the card is the same, I used different techniques using the same idea and the same die, but in different ways. Here again, buttons, only this time instead of metal brads, I have pearls. I have some ribbon from My Paper Passion, who is Nat from her shop. I love, love, love her trims, so much so. I went and visited her store again today and was a really bad girl. So I have that treatment in the front and in the back. Again, the lace. Oh, and these papers here, this is from the Glitz paper stack, which is Lace and Grace. A nice, nice old paper stack. Another old paper stack that I am going to kill. And by kill I mean finish, guys. You know, it's a little joke on my channel. I keep forgetting there's a lot of new guys here that doesn't know what I'm talking about. I have some lace here, and here is another closure. Now this closure, because I wanted the card to stand up, I did a little differently. I actually have a magnet for this card and a little black button there, just so that I can give the card, if I wanted to make it bulky inside, that was cool, but I can also give it the room that it needed so that this can be just a little bit open so that it can stay stand up properly. To the front of the card, I have some more of the Labels One nesting layers. I distressed everything with broken china, my distressings. I have some sprays, and these flowers here I created using my diamond dies. These are from Wild Orchid. This is from Wild Orchid, and this is a fabric flower that I just scrunched up in black and put there. On the inside of the card, I have here my Happy Mother's Day sentiment, again with some more of the diamond dies flowers that I created, and some little black pearls in the center. Here's the Labels One nesting dies, my Lawn Fawn sentiment, and I am going to go back and add some glitter, guys. I just wanted to hurry up and share this with you guys. Here I have some more of that lace. Now on this side, again, something I did differently that I did not do with the first card. I actually created some pockets. And aren't these cute, guys? I made these with the Labels One nesting die as well. I just folded a piece of paper, I cut it, and I created these little shapies. Ain't that cute? So you can write a message here if you wanted to, and maybe add a photo since it can sit on top of a desk, or you can add a gift card for your mom or your sister or your auntie or your best friend, or maybe you want to put some little photos here and then add them and put the little gift card here. Many possibilities. I just wanted to just share that with you guys and give you just another way to see the card and something different on the card. Or you can just write little love notes and then tuck them in there. No one has to see them. Here I have a flower. Now this flower I actually layered. This is a diamond dies flower, and then this is two prima flowers, and I layered them all together. I added a black pearl, and I did distress everything. And you can still write, like I said, you can still write your sentiment here. You can just do whatever you want. Lots of possibilities. And these leaves here or little branches here. Again, that was my Martha Stewart punch. And I just added them underneath the flowers with some design papers. And here's the fastener. Once it is fastened, this card will stand up on someone's desk or table or dresser or wherever you want. I just thought it was a really, really cute Mother's Day card. Something maybe a little different. And like I said, 2 different pocketbooks using the same, or well, showcasing one main die, which is the nesting die set. And lots of fun ways to take those dies and use them for other than what they're made for. To decorate a pocketbook maybe, to make a handle maybe, to make a closure. You can do this for a mini album. You can do that for a book. You can create hinges for a door for a layout. So many possibilities. And this die set is so pretty that it can do anything. I just love it. So guys, look at your dies and see what other great ways you can use them other than what they're meant for. And how many times can you use the same die on one project? That's a nice challenge. Wouldn't that be a nice challenge? So I challenged myself and I was very happy with my results. So I'm going to be getting these in the mail. Thank you all for watching and have a most blessed day. Any comments or questions, please leave them in the description box. Not the description box, the comments. In the comment section below, or you can PM me a message. Have a blessed day, everyone. And again, happy Mother's Day to all. Bye for now.